Welcome to Typebook. We are Chris and Rose, INTJ and INFJ, and we are cataloging a variety of people based on their Jungian psychological types and their MBTI four-letter abbreviations. Please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and engage with us in the comment sections to get the word out about the work we are doing here. Today we are taking a look at Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And this was a fast track request.
3, 2, 1, go.
This time about the success of Thriller. I mean, the music business isn't exactly going gangbusters, and yet you continue to sell records so well.
Every time I get a platinum album, it's never taken lightly on my behalf. I'm always honored, and it's great thanks. I'm very happy that the public enjoy what I do, and I'll continue to put my heart into my work.
Immediately, my first thought is, his style doesn't match him. He's dressed in this, I don't know how to describe that, but he's dressed like that. And his personality is not. It doesn't suit what he wears.
Well, my first impression is that he's shy, and then that can mean many different things.
Right. And maybe that's what doesn't match.
Right.
You would think that he'd have a bit more of like a bad man kind of attitude. And then he's very soft-spoken and shy and quiet kind of man. Alright, let's go onwards again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Michael, why is it, do you think, that you're able to cross over when so many others aren't able to, from R&B to pop? I mean, it's like a natural for you. You have something within your records that everybody just loves.
Boy, I couldn't say. I just created it, and I'm honored that the public enjoy what I do. I couldn't explain why, the anatomy of why it happens.
There's a formula?
Not that I know of. It's my heart. I put my heart in it.
You put your heart in it.
All right, let's stop.
Okay.
Yeah, he's no ISFP.
No. That is just FE all over.
That is. I mean, he can't explain it. It's his heart. He said, I just put my heart into it. He doesn't have any quote-unquote deep reason for what he does. It's just his heart. It's an outpouring of who he feels like he is and what he wants to put out there. And that's just pure FE.
I can certainly see why people would think he's an SEFI person. Because from the outside looking in, he's got the dancing moves, and he's got the high energy kind of choreography, the style. His music is geared for that kind of person, for sure.
Well, it's funny because, people that I've known in my life who really are a fan of Michael Jackson, a lot of them are FI users.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he so purely puts his feelings out there that it's hard for anyone not to admire that or not to see it for what it is. He had a comment a while back that said that everyone sees ISFPs as these shy little lambs.
Right.
And they can be some of the most moody, abrasive, provocative people out there. And when you look at Michael Jackson, I mean, moody, abrasive, and provocative are not words that come to mind at all.
No.
Not saying all ISFPs, have that flavor, but you can see from the offset of this interview and any other interview that you look at with him, he has a need to express from his heart in a way that doesn't need an explanation.
Yeah, I think the reason people admire him probably in that FI kind of way, like you said, is because there's an intensity of feeling that he is able to express. Mm-hmm. Rather than it being from
He's
an
unfiltered.
FI way.
He's unfiltered. That's what it is. He is pure feeling, unfiltered through anything else, really.
3, 2, 1, go.
When you go about writing, what happens?
Songs come at the strangest times. I could be walking through a park or something and it'll just hit you. It's no set time that I write. They come. I wrote a song in the Concorde, 58,000 feet in the air, and I didn't have a tape recorder, so I had to remember it. And I got home and put it on tape, so they just come.
Where do you think the gift came from?
God.
At this age, you're 24? 24?
30.
30?
No, 20. I love performing. It's I could sleep on stage. I hate leaving the stage. I was raised on stage, and when I'm not on stage, I'm not as happy, and everything seems to be foreign to me, or new. And I'm just now beginning to enjoy friendship, which is new for me.
Friendship?
Mm-hmm.
With people other than
All right,
show
stop
business?
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, starting around, I don't know, right before the 2-minute mark, the way he was expressing himself, it's just like Dolly Parton. The way he's talking, the way she was speaking, it's that very serious.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
Yes,
it's very genuine, very... I don't know, it's like the cadence of it. Is that what you mean?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go back and check out that interview and see if you can hear the similarity there. You know, you look at him right now and he's very shy, but then he's saying his home is on the stage. So even though he comes across as a shy person, when he's on stage, he feels like home. And, you know, like he said, it's because he's been brought up that way. But I would also argue it's because he feels like he's giving to people there.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
connecting with people. And ESFJs love nothing more than to connect with people in a very real way.
Yeah, I think it was Dolly Parton again. She was saying that it was a gift to be able to give to people and play on stage and make people happy. I think it was her. I'm sure it was. We keep finding this, I think, with them, is that they're quite contradictory in this way. So, I mean, go and look at all the people they say, you know, they say ISTP or some kind of SE type for all these people, but they're these pop stars, they're ISFJs or ESFJs that just thrive on stage and they have like a different persona. You know, they're completely different. They're way more energetic than you might expect for their type. They're way more NE than you would expect for their type. Dua Lipa, for instance. Like, you wouldn't, you know, just look at her, you wouldn't think ISFJ. But she is. What is it that you notice about Michael Jackson first? What makes him interesting to you? And what do you think of his music? What do you think about what we've said about SE and FI and such? Put in the comments. And if you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so. It certainly encourages us to make more. We want to make this type book have many, many, many entries. You know, thousands of types. So it can be a resource for people. Alright. Let's go again then. 3, 2, 1, go.
With ladies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is there someone very important in your life at this point?
Yes.
How do you feel, and how have you felt over the years about the crowds who, I mean, even come up on stage and try to get near you? What goes through your mind when that happens?
That they enjoy what I do, and they want to shake my hand or touch me, and I think it's wonderful if that's what they want to do, and it's a good thing. And if I'm projecting something that is good, I think it's wonderful.
But at the same time, I mean...
As long as they don't hurt me.
All right,
but
stop.
being the
I knew
private
he was
kind
going
of...
to answer that way.
Yeah.
He'd have to, if he's the type we say he is. He has to answer that way because he can't resent his fans because he is in the business for them.
Yeah. He's so much like Dolly Parton. It's
I know.
strange.
It's really strange, isn't it? You know, you think about what she talked about, how she loved playing with as she referred to the hair and the makeups and everything. She loved playing with all that stuff, the wigs,
Right.
and in a
And yeah,
similar
she said
way.
something like, well, people might think it's silly, but I'm
The
doing what I
joke's on
want.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, the joke's on
That's
them.
just,
Right.
yeah. All right, let's keep going.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Of person that you are. I mean, some people love it. You know, there's some people love it when fans just whoosh, swoop
I
over
mean,
them.
it hurts to be mobbed.
I bet it does.
Like a spaghetti with 1,000 hands coming at it.
Yeah.
I appreciate them enjoying my music and what I do. And I guess that's their way of showing how much they love you.
But is that a difficult time for you? When people come up to you and
No, I've learned how to handle it.
how is that?
Just to be kind to them and wave at them. Or if they want an autograph, give them an autograph.
Mm-hmm.
But security usually take care of anybody who is rough or who really wants to pull you or grab you.
Mm-hmm. You were talking about being on stage, but what is it that goes through your mind when you perform?
I don't think about much. I don't think at all, actually. I'm feeling it. It's not a thing of thinking or mechanics. It's all spirit and feeling.
Yes.
And sometime, every once in a while, I'll think about the next flight, tomorrow's flight, or where we're going to be. But it's mainly I'm so much into the music, I don't think.
Your music crosses over, you know, to all different styles, and that other
right, let's stop.
artists haven't done this
Okay.
before.
Yep.
He's not thinking at all. He's just feeling.
Yeah.
The biggest problem people have with the ESFJ, they see a shy individual. And you and I have talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
How many ESFJs have we known who are very shy people?
Yes.
And shy has nothing to do with type. That's a character trait. So if you see someone who's shy, it doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't an extrovert.
Right.
This man is an extroverted feeler. It's
Yep.
in everything he says, everything he does indicates extroverted feeling. Even on stage, what are you thinking about? I'm not thinking, I'm feeling. How many times do I ask you personally, Chris? You know, do you ever not think? And you say, I'm always thinking. And I
Yeah.
think that's amazing because I am not. There are times when I'm just feeling.
Yeah,
And
I
and my FE
can't
is
comprehend
second.
that. Like, I just
I
can't.
know.
Because
Well, I can't
there's
comprehend
always something
always
going
thinking. Yeah. So when I hear Michael Jackson talking, it's so relatable to me because I know what that feels like
Yes.
to just be feeling and not thinking. And it's difficult to explain. And that's why I said
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
suppose
feeling.
it's like traveling by horse or traveling by car. Like they both get you to places. It's just different, isn't it?
He knows himself. And I find it so interesting in these interviews. If you let people talk long enough, they will tell you their type. They give you enough clues, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, people can take that and say, oh, he's feeling. You must be FI dominant. No, because then he could tell us about how he's feeling and why he's feeling this way. He would have an answer for it, but he doesn't. And he doesn't need to have one. It's enough to just be in the moment in that feeling sort of way. And he's very happy with that.
Yeah, there's a real sort of giving, wholesome kind of pure way of just being. You know, it's never about him. You know, him and Dolly Parton. It's not about them. It's about, wow, look what I'm doing. All these people are so happy with me. I'm giving them what they want.
Yeah. And I think people can feel that in turn. And that's why their music just appeals to so many across the board. No matter what side of the coin feeling function you use, it's because it's pure feeling. It's just pure feeling, and that
Yeah.
comes out in their music.
Feeling is feeling at the end of the day.
To support our project, please comment, like, and subscribe. We want to encourage a dialogue in the comments, so substantiated disagreement is welcome. Check out the playlist for this type and our recommended video below. If there's someone you want us to type, please leave a comment for us. Or you can look into our fast track system to find out how you can get your favorite people typed sooner.